So last week we talked about function and how function is being declared. So we stopped out simple calculator last week. So this week we are going to also look at function, temperature converter, and also this Monday is the last class for Python programming. So after this class, you are successfully learned about advanced Python programming language. So after this temperature conversion, so we are going to class, how to declare a class. So we have learned on how to declare a function. So today we are going to learn about temperature converter. Temperature converter is just like how to convert your temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So this function we have created is just a simple converter from one temperature to another. So I believe you have heard about Celsius and Fahrenheit. Hello? Bashira. Okay. So now you know they have their own formula from Fahrenheit and Celsius. They have their own formula, their own calculation. Yeah. Hello. So if you know the formula, okay, let's go through the net to search for Celsius formula. So now the formula for Celsius is the degree times 9/5. That's the formula. So let me check for formula. So we use this formula to break it down, and during the process of breaking down we know as parameters. It's formally known as parameters. So I just want to check the formula for Celsius for us to have a good understanding of it. So this is the formula for Celsius. This is the formula for Celsius, and this method will help us in conversion. So when we are calculating, we are going to use this method to calculate. So now look at it. To convert to Fahrenheit, you have the Celsius times 9 over 5 times 9 over 5 plus 32. So this is what happened here. Now we declare our function. Our function, when we want to declare it as a def. Then we declare the variable name, which is Celsius to Fahrenheit. Then inside this variable name, there's a bracket attached when you add your parameters, and these parameters, this is where you are going to mention the variable you assign to your calculation. So that is the parameters. So this Celsius is what you are going to assign on your parameter column. So now, to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, first of all, you have to have Celsius times 9 over 5 plus 32. Thereafter, we tell the system to return the results, and this is round. Round is a function that helps to round up the number into any decimal place you need the calculate the numbers to come out, any decimal place. So this is the process. After you have given the system your formula and the calculation, then you return the result. This is also to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, and thereafter your parameters, you include your parameters which you declare as your variable here. So when you declare your variable here, you assign it inside this place, then you impute your calculation, you return it, then print it, then you round it up to 2 decimal place or 3 decimal place. Now for us to, let me run. Okay, now let me run. When I run this, it will tell me 1.5 because I included the parameter here. Okay, we are converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Now when we are converting, we are going to use a minus sign to convert. The Fahrenheit give negative sign, so let me use 16.22. It will give me 2.8 Fahrenheit. Now I want it to round up to 3 decimal place. Then I run again, I print. Automatically, have you seen it? It has rounded it into 3 decimal place. This is the process. You use your round function, then impute everything and give him what you want to round it into. So I believe you understand this process. I want to hear from you. Hello, Bashira. Hello. I need your active response now. Why this delay? Or are you doing other things at home? Hello? Hello, are you still in class? So, I said when you return it, this rand function, you see rand brackets, bracket close. Now this variable we declare, this was a variable we declare, is we also impute it inside our parameters. Then this 3 here is converting it into 3 decimal place. Now we can just use, you can type F as a Fahrenheit. That is the symbol of Fahrenheit. Now when I say 1 decimal place, it automatically print it to 1 decimal place. So 1 decimal place. So if I say 2 decimal place, it will automatically print it into 2 decimal place. This is how to convert from Fahrenheit, from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So now we want to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So now we imputed this number before. Now I want to copy it and impute it here, so that let's see if what we come out is what we are going to get. Now look at it. Okay, let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. Let's see. Automatically it will give us minus 16.22 Fahrenheit. This is a simple calculator to convert from one temperature to another. I hope you understand. Hello? Hello? Okay. Now we are going to our today's class. Which we all know as class. What is a class? OOP, object oriented programming. We have talked about class, a function. Now we are into object oriented programming. Object oriented programming, okay, I see network is really disturbing. So now we are into object oriented programming. So object oriented programming is a programming paradigm that uses objects to structure and organize code. Objects represent a real-time entities and contain both data, attributes, and behavior method. So class are blueprints or a template for creating an object. So a class is a blueprint or a template to create an object. Now, for example, we are a human being. We are under the mammals, under the mammals. In terms of category of species, I think we are under the mammals. Human being, and human being have their attributes in terms of we can talk, we can eat, we have different behavior from the other species. So those attributes make up a class. Now definition of a class in Python. In Python you can define a class using class key. Now when we are writing a program, we use this class, unlike we use a def. When we are writing a function, we use def. No, in a class we use class. So did you get what I just explained now? Okay. Now, so when we want to create a class, we use a class and a class. We use a class. Now we want to write about, okay, I wrote a dog before. We want to write an attribute of a dog and their behavior and all that. So we have declared a class called dog. Okay, when you are declaring a class, remember in our function, when we declare a function, we write our variable name, then where we include our parameters. Okay, but in class we write the class and the variable name, then colon. So now we create a species. We create a species variable. Now this species is Canis familiaris. That is a dog species, the category they belong. So a class attribute share all by instance. All instance. So this species we just created, now we are going to use it. Now we have a constructor method, initialization instant attribute. Okay, now when you create a class, definitely you are going to create a function inside that class. You are going to create a function inside the class. Now, so, and this method is known as constructor. This is a constructor we are constructing. Now we declare a function def, then this init means initialize self, name and age. Okay, self in a class is important when we are declaring a variable. You must include self to their parameters. So now we want to declare a variable. When we declare the function and initialize them, then we impute a parameters. We include parameters. The parameters known as self, name, age. Now we want to look for the name and the age. Name and age. So when we declare a variable, we must always prove self.name equal to name, self.age equal to age. That is the process. We always include self.name equal to age equal to name, self dot age equal to age. So we are going to instant method, that's definition of behavior. We first of all we declare the attributes, initialize the attributes. When attributes means what we attributed. Okay, I'm using the human under the mammals. I'm using a human class. So our attribute, we have a name, we have age, we have other things that is attributed to us. Now we are going to create an instance which define our behavior. Now the description now is what we are declaring. Now we have to declare the function. You remember, function is also important in class when we are creating a class. Now def, the description, this after you declare the description, this description is a variable name we just decided to give what we want it to define, the behavior. So we use description description. So now the description carry a parameter of self. I always tell you that self is more important. We said that it should print self dot name. It should print this one, self dot name. When we want to describe an instance, when we want to describe a human being, we use the person's name and age to describe. Okay, this person is Momo Bashira, his age is 8 years old, blah blah blah. There is the process of describing a person. Now this is what we want to describe. We want to describe the dog. So we create a variable called dog, then we include the parameter self, then we said that using the f print, self dot name is self dot age. This is a variable. Remember, we declare a variable which we said that the def constructor should initialize when we say def name and age. Now the age, we said now def speak. Human be talk, we can talk. So in a dog, they have their own sound. They cannot talk like us, but they have sound they make. This is where we are describing what they will speak. Now when we want to describe, we say def speak. We use the speak. There is a variable we declare that. We can also use talk. We can say talk, we can say speak. Okay, bracket the parameters, we say self, the comma sound. Now we say print self dot name, say sound. When we already initialize sound, so we say sound. So when we are passing this, when we want to print it out or call the class, so we are going to remember the sound, what we want to the dog to produce. Now for example, we are creating an instance. You can create an object of an instance of a class by calling the class constructor, meaning when we want to print out our result, we have to give what the dog with what we want the dog to speak, or what the dog want to describe, or what we want to give the person, the dog, or anything we want to use. Now first of all, we create a class. Now we create an instance of a class, of a dog class. Now when we say Now we have already created a variable called Mickey, and we assign it to a dog, which we are going to assign this to a name, the name and the age. We are going to assign the name and the age. So you remember we talked about name and age here. So we are going to assign age and name. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Okay, the this init means initialize this word. Init means initialize, meaning take this as words we want to use, process them, initialize them. After we declare a class dog, we said that the species is equal to canis familiaris. So now initialize the name, the age. So you give an instance of an attribute, the attribute. So this what you want to initialize. So I believe you understand it now. So now when we have created this class of a dog, we have to create an instance. We have to pass in the name and the age we have created here. This is a class where we want to call the function, like we want to call the class, we pass in if what we want the dog to bear, the name. Okay, so I want to run it now. I want to run this, and I want to run this. Hello? Hello? Momo,
Hello, good evening, sir.
you're welcome. You are kind of late, oh, despite the time is 8 o'clock and you came late. Huh? James.
Apologies.
Okay. So now I'm trying to run it. I'm trying to run it now. So we have created an instance of a class. We have created an instance. We have already declared a class here. This is the class we created. Now we want to create an instance. What the dog will perform, what the dog will bear. So now, so we declare a variable called Mickey, and the class, we call the class the meaning dog. We call the dog here and said Mickey. The dog should bear Mickey, and the dog age is 6. Now we can pass anything inside. You can say the dog is 40 years. We can pass anything. Now when I run it, automatically everything here is being stored. So when I say Mickey dot species, it will tell me the species. It will print out this Mickey dot species. It will print out this. If we say Mickey dot describe, it will print out the description. And if you say that I'm sorry, the dog, yes, Mickey, we have already named the variable Mickey. So Mickey, we say Mickey dot describe, it will print the description. Mickey dot speak, it will speak. Okay, so this is it. Now, automatically when I run it, I say Mickey dot specie, it will print the specie. So I'm coming. You see it. When you see Mickey dot describe, it will print the description. 40 years old. Mickey, you know when we say speak, you can put wolf. So now we want to create a class now. I want to create a class. We call it Momo. We say Momo species. We can say, let's say, um, okay, animals. Let's say species. Let's say species human. I can say human. Can say human. Oh no, human. No, let's say mammals. We are mammals now. Humans are mammals. Let's say mammals. Okay.
So the class Momo, you made a mistake.
What?
The class Momo.
Yes.
I think it should start with capital letter.
Capital letter. Does it mean? Momo. I want to use a different name. I want to use a human being class. So I name the class Momo. I can name it Momo Bashira. I can name it something else. So now I've said that it's a mamas. Then I will declare the function in it. That name is very special to me now. Hey God. So Momo Bashira, the name is equal to, let's okay, you can see self dot age, let's say age. Hmm. So okay, let me say names or age. Okay, I'm coming. So So I want to give it a different name now. So we are going to, okay, the def again. Okay, let's say let's give it a, okay, about. Let's say about, instead of description we use about. So I'm coming, so I just want to make sure that my indentation is okay. So about to say self, then we can say that it should print, let's say it should print, let me say okay, self dot name, self dot name, let's say okay is okay. Now we want to create other, okay, other description. We can say that okay, okay, def dot, let's say if I say speak, I just want to create something different. Okay, let's say education, let's say education, estate management,
Education.
let's say education, then we can say self dot education. So let me say self dot, let's say education dot name. Okay, self dot name.
So remember, you did define the education on that instant
No, I don't need
on the instant. You didn't define education. You only define name and age.
yes, I don't need to define it because I already defined it here. I've already passed it here on its parameters.
Okay.
Look at it. I already passed it here.
Okay.
So now going to run it. Our class is okay now. Then I will pass it now. I'll say mom, let me give it a variable. Let me call it um, okay, let's say describe describe it equal to, let's say, momo momo. Then I'll pass my parameters. I'll pass my parameter. I can say okay. Okay, I can say I don't want to use. Okay, let's say momo. Okay, momo momo bashi bashirat. I've already passing his age. Let's say comma age.
95.
Okay, 95. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me call um, describe dot about, let's say, no, okay, dot about, let me use dot about first. You see, describe dot about. I'm coming. Oh, so what is wrong? Let me. I'm coming. Let me see my output. Okay, Momo object has no attribute name. Okay, now his names. names names. Now let me run. So did you see it? Did you see how I debug the error? Now Momo is a nice girl from Edo State with 95 years old. Hmm? I don't know if you see it.
Yeah.
So did you see how a class work now? Momo Bashira. Hello Momo. Is Momo still in class? Okay, if it's not, let's go further. So let me say education. I can pass in describe dot education. Let's say BSc in estate management.
That's what you studied.
Huh?
That's what you studied.
No, I study computer science and education. So let's run. Bashira Momo is she has okay. Bashira Momo, she has a BSc in estate management in degree. So this is how a class work. This is how a class work. So I don't know if Bashira is still in class. Hello Bashira, are you in class? Are you with us?
She's in class. She's not happy with the age they gave her.
So what's up? Speak or you can chat. Let's see if you are following. Hello, so that I can move on. Okay, it's time to move on. Now, I've already create I've already create about a dog. So now I want to explain inheritance. Inheritance allow you to create a new class that inherits attributes and method from an existing class. Okay, have you heard about inheritance before? When a father dies in Africa tradition, when a father die, another person will his son will inherit his property. This is how the inheritance process goes from one generation to another. I don't know if you have heard about inheritance, James, Momo.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen inheritance. I've come across it in
Okay,
Python as well.
so what happened in our physical life still exists in Python programming. So inheritance in Python allow you to create a new class that inherits attributes. So we are going to talk about a class with a parent class with with an instance and all other attribute that is inside a class. So now first of all, when we want to create inheritance. Hello, Bashira. Are you here with us now? Okay, so have you been following what we are doing? So now we are going to parent. Now we have already declared a class called animal. Then we declared a function and initialize it, then passes a parameter just like what we did at the beginning. Now we said that the function should make a sound like that. So we declare a class called dog with that bears another class which inherits another class called animal. So are you seeing what happens here? Hello?
Hello?
Are you seeing what happened here? James.
No, come again. Come
Okay.
again.
We create a class called animal.
Mm-hmm.
Then we create a class called dog.
Okay.
And the dog inherits the attribute of an animal.
By passing an argument there.
Yes, by passing the class name called animal.
Animal as an argument in dog.
Yes. So
As a parameter.
yes. So whatever that this animal have, automatically he have it here.
Okay.
So whenever they call the dog, he will still bear this animal class. He has already inherit everything about the animal.
Okay.
Okay. So now we said that an animal has a name and belong to a species. Hmm?
Mm.
Then an animal makes sound and the sound is equal to blah 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 blah. We say sound. Did you see it? Hmm?
Yes.
Now you have already inherit everything. So now we are creating another class, the dog. So we are going to initialize and also give the dog name. You know the animal has a name and has a species. Now this dog has its own name, it has its own age.
Mm.
Then this super dot initialize means the constructor initialize an instant is a super class. You understand?
This had no clear. Oh. My head on the knock.
Okay, just calm down. Just understand what I'm saying. Just understand what I'm saying. Later on, go to the video, play it again, have a good understanding, and practice with it. Okay, I will go back again to explain. So, where are you lost now? Just let me know.
That's super initialization.
Okay, that's by initialization. Okay, first of all, we have an initialization. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
When we create a the def function and initialize it, hmm?
Mm-hmm.
And we pass a parameter, right?
Yes.
Self name, we pass it. Now we want to make this name a super class, like a super class to initialize. Hmm? It's just like you are making this a superior. Hmm? You understand? Did you understand what I'm explaining?
I don't understand though. I know my brain has food.
Okay, now I will explain again. I will explain again. This class dog, hmm? This
Mm.
class dog, eh? We initialize
Yes.
a name to it and a self. We initialize the name and the self and age. Did you see it inside the parameters?
Yes.
Now we want to initialize again and want to make it super. Hmm?
Okay. So
When we want
what is the function of the super?
super is just like to make it superior, like a super initializing.
Okay.
You understand? You can, okay, let's
Yes.
see. Let's go to Google. This Google. I want to show you the uh, uh, this explanation of from Google. So okay, did you see it? In Python, the super function is used to refer a parent class or a name. There is a superior class. Did you see it? When we are
Yes.
inheriting. Did you understand?
Yes. Yes. I understand.
You understand it now?
Yes.
Okay. So that is what I was explaining before. That when wait, I'm coming. That when we initialize the name, automatically this is a super class which the dog need to initialize first, like as it as a superior to it, because he has a
Mm.
parent. This is a parent class, right? The parent has a name,
Yes.
animal. Automatically the dog will bear animal because the dog is an animal. He has a parent name. Did you see it?
Yes.
And he also have a species where he belong to, the Canis
Mm.
familiaris. So you have an idea about this now. The super is used to initialize
Yes.
an inheritance, the super class. So therefore you can describe the dog name, you can give it anything. Okay, we say dog, the dog is blue, 10, the age is 10, it says wolf. This is it, and this is how it works. So can I call it the end of Python programming?
You said
Can I call it the end of Python programming?
for today.
We are done with Python. and we
All
are,
of them.
yeah, we are done with Python.
AWO.
Automatically we are going into data analysis with Python properly.
Okay. Okay. What about under this class and objects? There is this subtopic I do see, polymorphism and the encapsulation.
See, those one I don't want to go further because you are dealing on analysis.
Okay.
I brought those ones for you to have an idea. In school they can teach you
Okay.
polymorphism, they will teach you all about Python, but
Okay.
since you are in this program and I want you to have the advanced knowledge in Python programming, that's why I
Python.
introduced Python programming to you. Did you see it?
Okay.
So
Yes.
you can study those ones on your own. That is where you can do your research. Let me tell you, school do not give you all the knowledge you required, but they gave you,
Iowa.
they introduce you the knowledge you need to further more. Hmm?
No problem.
So
Mm.
I can say that now you are good in Python programming. So we are going into data analysis. Now I want to explain for you what is data analysis. Data analysis. Now, what is data analysis? Who is a data analysis? Okay, what is data analysis? Analysis. Now, data analysis is the process of collecting and interpreting raw data to answer questions, test hypotheses, or disprove theories. It is used to make a decision by providing an information that help user to understand what is happening. Okay, now data analysis is used in
Mm.
businesses, is used in hospital to carry out information research. Okay, now James, let me ask you, if you have a business now and the business is like 3 states or 4 states and you want to get the record and you want to know how your business will progress in the next 5 years, what will you use? Which method?
Uh, you get the sales record from each locations.
Good. That is where data analysis came in. You have to have the analysis record where you analyze, you record, you clean.
Mm.
For example, your analysis, your data that you have gotten from all those companies, your company might be a dirty data, might be a dirty data that need to be cleaned, can also
Mm.
be a data that have non-value. Can I tell you that not every non-value that needs to be dropped or cleaned, despite you have to clean your data. So in data analysis, we are now in data analysis, we are learning about it now. This is an introduction to data analysis properly. So thank you for your response. I love that response. So I want to ask, who is a data scientist? Hello? Who is a da-
Yes.
who is a data scientist?
Uh, to my own understanding, To my own knowledge, a data scientist is someone that collects uh, data or raw data, analyze it, and then get insight of future occurrence
Wow.
or something that is likely to happen in the future from past record or past data.
Good, 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 good. You have a clear understanding. So we want to also look what Google will say. So, okay, see what Google said. A data scientist is a person who is employed to analyze, interpret complex digital data such as the usage of statistics of a website, especially in order to assist a business in its decision making. So good.
Like,
I love your response, James. You are good. Love your response. So I want to also ask you a question. What is data science?
data science.
Yes.
Data science is a process of analyzing data, interpreting them in order to make data-driven decision for business, and
No,
then to get insight.
no, you miss it out. Okay, data science is a course, or a program that deal with the study of analyzing data and organizing it and processing data. It's a course itself. It's a field of study. Do you understand? So I just today I make
Yes,
it an interactive class for us to have the good understanding of what we are learning, and I want us to know what is data analysis and all that, so that in times in future you have to know the difference between data science, data analysis, data engineering. So who is a data uh, what is data engineering? If you have it, if you can answer it, what is data engineering? Okay, don't answer, don't say it now. Momo, can you throw more light on data engineering, because you have been silent, so I just want to hear from you. Momo, it's not only James that is in class. Momo, please, I need your response. So you can type. Momo, I'm waiting for you. Data engineering. What is data engineering? Momo Bashirat. Hello. Okay, James, can you explain before Momo comes up?
uh, data engineering, to my understanding, uh, is the process of building, and it's also designing, building, kind of building models that are used in analyzing large scale data
Wow.
in order to make it
Well,
quality and durability
data
during
engineering
enabling.
involve. You got it. You got it right. You got it right. Deal with advanced knowledge in structuring,
Mm.
building and analyzing large or big datas. So you got it right. Also, let us look from Google. Okay, data engineering is the process of designing, building. See, you got it right. You got it right. Ah, James, you be like you are prepared. After this class, I will say that you are a data analyst because you have the knowledge. Eh? I hope you have not moved from one course to another.
Sir,
This one you have the knowledge. Okay, let's us. Huh? Now,
I didn't get you, sir.
this one you got the answer. Be like you have studied hard in data science, in data engineering and all that. So, did you hear me? Did you hear me?
Hello?
Your network is breaking, right?
Yes.
So now let us start. I want to introduce you to Numpy. Numpy. Have you heard about
Okay.
Numpy before?
Yes.
What is Numpy all about?
Um, Numpy is one of the
Huh? Experience. You must have a good mathematical experience when you want to become a data analysis analyst. So you must know about uh, mathematics, and also when you are ready and dedicating your time to learn programming, you have to know that you must pass through calculation. So the calculation is not much, but I just want to introduce you to NumPy. So NumPy is a numerical Python. So it deal on dimensional arrays and all. You have the n dimension and numerical dimensions. So I want to introduce you to our first and ever numerical Python. So let's go to, okay, let me close this. Now I'm going into Kobo Collab to open a new notebook where we are going to start NotePy. So let me say, okay, introduction to pandas. I don't want to introduce you to pandas, so with Numpy. After Numpy, we are going to pandas. Pandas, we are going to analyze and visualize data. You are going to see data as data. So, so first of all, let me delete this. Let me delete this. Delete this. Delete this. Let me cancel. Let me cancel. Let me cancel. Let me cancel. I miss out something. I believe we are in class, so that
Oh, yeah, here.
should not miss out. We are into data analysis properly. So now let's us go into Numpy. Okay, now when we want to create Numpy, we are going to import it. So we are going to import it. So let me say, okay, I'm cutting this now because we are working on Numpy. We are working on Numpy. So now we want to start our Numpy. When we want to create a Numpy, first of all we have to import Numpy. Numpy is a library in Python. It's a library in Python. So whenever you want to create a Numpy, you have to import it. And when you are importing it, you will import it as. So are you hearing me?
Yes.
So it's a library. So Bashir, are you following? Oh yeah, speak. Let me hear from you. Speak, oh.
Finally, she wants to speak.
So speak now. You are raising up your hand. Speak. I'm waiting. Let's hear. Finally.
Finally, let's have from her.
Ah.
Mistake how? Let's hear from you. Now, it's a mistake.
Yeah, let's hear. You said you want to speak now. So if you want to speak, you can speak. Oh, nobody's driving you or throwing you out aboard. So it's my network. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So first of all, we have to import, and when we are importing, we are going to import as. So I want to show you this first before we start. Remember we talked about this is a list. Let's say 1, 2, 3, right? We talked that this is a list.
Yes.
Hmm? Okay, a list. Now when we want to print this in an array, is one dimensional array. Let's say array, equal to, okay, First of all, when you want to print an array, you can declare a variable, then you call the np. You know, we said that np we have already named this numpy library as np, so automatically we are not going to use numpy, we are going to use the name we assigned to numpy, which is np. So we say np dot array dot array. Now array is a function. Now let's say 1 2 3. Now I run. When I print array, or let me call array here inside, you see this is an array. Now let's look for the type. Let me say print let's say type okay. Did you see the class is
Yes.
numpy and array. N means number array. I think this is a one-dimensional array. It's a one-dimensional array. One-dimensional array. This is a one-dimensional array. So when we create two, is a two-dimensional array like that. So we have already created one-dimensional array. Now let's create two-dimensional array. Let's create two-dimensional array. Okay, we can say 4 5 6. Did you see it? When I print it out, now array, now I don't know what's wrong. Okay, now let's say two-dimensional array. The feed oh, okay. This is where I make my mistake. You see, they said the feed element must be 2 or 3 tuples. Now I got 4. And that is 4 tuples I got. 1 2 3 4. So I have to make it 1 by making this 1 and 1. So this is how to come in. I don't know what is wrong now. I don't know why it's not running. Okay, this is how to create a two-dimensional array, and it looks like a matrix, right?
Yes.
So are you following?
Yes.
Bashir, are you following? Okay, so so now now we want to create an array of zeros. We want to create an array of ones. You can create it. For example, I just want to introduce you. So to create an array of ones or five, okay, let's say array array let's say array 3, let's say np dots, let's say zeros, zero. When you say zero, hmm, zero is a function. You can give him any number. Let's put 5. Zero function, it will print an array of 5 zeros. I'm coming. It will create an array and you fill it with 5 zeros. So zeros, it's not zeros. So when I created it like this, it will print an array of 5 zeros. So let me print it out like this for you to see. Copy. Okay, so now did you see he have created an array of 5 zeros? Hello?
Yes, I am seeing it.
Okay. You can also uh, create an empty array which automatically it can generate a random number for you. Let's say okay, you can also generate random number. Let's say 4. let's say let's say we should use empty. Let's say empty, let's say 5. You can I'm showing you an example. You can study more of it. Did you see? I said empty. Oh, I did not even call it. I said empty. Automatically it printed it out for me. Empty of 5s of zeros. So
So that means empty means it still has the same function as zero.
yes. Did you see it?
Yes.
You can also print, okay, let's say array, let's say array 5, let's say array 5, let's say array 5, okay, equal to mp dot full. You can use full, then pass in parameters. Let's say create. First of all, when you say full, now you give the system the numbers to which it will contain, then the number which you want it to create. Like for example, let's say 4 comma 10. So I want 10 of and I want 10 in 4 places. Did you understand? Did you understand?
Yes.
I want 10 in 4 places. Automatically it will generate 10 numbers in an array in 4 places. In 4. Just watch and see what the output will be. Look at it. 4 10. Okay. This is it. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, now I want to also tell you this is how to generate a random number. A random number in Numpy. So a random number in Numpy, let's say array 6, array 6. So I know our mind, have you seen this before? This is what we are going to walk through. This is data. See, these data have been analyzing before. So this is it. This is how data analysis is, and I will also introduce it to it. So let's move from one stage to another. So, um, Bashira, are you following? Are you seeing the analysis process? Hello, Bashira.
She's following.
Okay. Now, okay. So we stop about how to get. Let's us get a random number. Now, for us to get a random number, let's say 6 equal to MP. You see, I always mention MP because we will mention the library's name, numpy dot. You must mention it. When we get to pandas, we will see when we see pd 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 deep pd, like that. So always remember that when you are working with numpy, you mention mp because you have declared numpy as mp. So
MP.
so mp dot, let's say random number, let's say ram. When you want to create a random number, you say random. Are you seeing it? Random
Yes.
parameter. You pass in your parameter. Random parameter. Let's say 7, meaning we are going to get a random number of 7. Let's say array6. Did you see it? Automatically it will generate a number for us, a random number. So this process, now I want to tell you that this is how it works. When like, let's use a school as an example. When you want to print out your registration, automatically the when you are writing processing your school registration, automatically you see the system generating a random code for you.
Yes.
This is how it works. They will use a random use mp dot random to generate a random number for you, so that you can use it as your serial number, you can use it as anything. So this is how it works. So automatically the system generated a random number for us. This, when you want, you can also create a python program for papa ijebu. Have you heard about papa ijebu before now?
Yes.
So you can also generate,
Lotto.
yes, lotto, where you generate random number. Whosoever that matches with the random number the system generated a day wins the game, and they will give the person the reward. This is how the system work. Nobody is manipulating it. It's just the system that will generate a random number. Whosoever that matches with it wins.
So that means it is a language that they write, a
Yes,
code that they write and
it's a
run.
code. Yes, if you see Papa Ijebu or uh, this sporty bet, is code they generate. Have you heard about visual? No, but no live match, visual game, no live match, but people are playing game.
Yes.
uh These are code, running code. You will only see the visual display, but you don't know the processing. That's where the
Mm.
back end come about. Okay, and I want to throw more light on website for you, so that it's not only data analysis we are doing. We want to have a good understanding of our website. Now when you see, we have the when you see a website, you see the front end. You have you heard about front end, back
Back
end?
end.
uh
Yes.
So the front end
Front
is
end,
what
back
you,
end.
yeah, the front end is what you see. The front end is what
Mm.
you see. Why the back end is the code, the process, the processing code, their code that is running the front end. So
Mm.
when you want to be a programmer, you can decide to be a full stack when you know the back and the front end. You can also decide to just want to focus on the front end, just to display the graphics. So this is how it works. We are here to learn, and I believe that once you are done with this class, you you have a knowledge, you have an experience about computer and about processing, the programming and all. I just want to give each and every one of you the best knowledge. So you have seen how to generate a random number. So let's go to okay, okay, another type of random number. Okay, so you can say that generate a random integer for me, where with a step of 2. Okay, stop start. Have you heard about stop start? Okay, high low size. Hmm?
In list, we do the stop, start, step.
Yes, yes, we did that. So we can also use size, low, high.
Mm.
Understand? So
Mm.
let us generate a random number for let me generate the random number. So we can also use this function. Let's say array7 equal to, let's say, mp dot random dot, this time we are going to
Random.
use randit.
Random.
Randit. Hmm?
Mm.
We are going to use randit. Randit. You can also say 2. If I say 2, hmm? 2, let's say 6 and 5, or let's say 1 comma 10 comma 5. array array array7. So can you explain this, what I just wrote here? Can you explain it for me if you understand it? Huh?
You use the array7 to generate a random number.
Okay.
The number will be an integer. So you use a np.random.randint.
Yes. And explain here for me.
Okay, I'm coming, sir. Let me look at it very well.
What happened? And how did it generate a random number? Just explain the process. I gave her a parameter. S- I gave the system parameter. So how? What does the parameter mean?
Hmm. Mm. This parameter now, with the idea of list. In list, the parameter in list now is you start from one. When you start from one, then with a step of 10, you stop at 5.
No, list is different from this. So put your ear down. Bashira. Oh wow, Bashira got it right. Bashira got it right. He said it reduced the scope, so it will select a random number within the percent parameter. Yes, you got it right. So, Bashira, are you following? You got it right. So, are you in class now? So, I want to explain more so that you have more understanding about what I want to explain. Okay. Okay. James, are you in class? So, let me explain and let me continue.
I'm here, continue.
Okay. Now, we said round it, meaning start from the lowest. Okay, when Papa Ijebu now, if uh, let me use Papa Ijebu as an example because I always make sure Papa Ijebu that was the game that was existing. That game that year they will play. We'll go and spend our money in Papa Ijebu. This is how it work. Okay, now okay if you own a lotto store now and you want to let people play, you have a range of number to which the person will select. You understand?
Yes.
You generate you okay you want to start a lotto and you give the range to which a person will select. You don't want the person to go beyond that range. Do you understand? You give the
Yes.
lowest, the highest from okay let's say I own a Baba Ijebu store. I want you now to come and play and I will tell you play from the range of 1 to 10. If you go beyond that you will not even win at all, but the number surely it must come out from a range from 1 to 10. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now this is the lowest number, this is the lowest one. Huh? I said generate a, no, a random number. The lowest is 1, the highest is 10, and the size of the array should be 5. You see the size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, now let's play a game. Let's play a game. Hmm? Let's play a game. Okay. I want the number to generate 3 numbers. Huh? Then 2 length. So pick any number you know that when you win this game. Pick a number. So Bashira, pick a number. 2 numbers. So let's see if you will win. I tell the system to generate 3 numbers. So I want you to pick 2 numbers. Pick 2 numbers. If the 2 number came out, you win.
I pick 5 and 7.
Just type it. Let's see the winner. Type it.
Okay.
Okay. You pick 3 and 5. Okay. So let's run. If every one of you will win. Ah! 2 and 1. You miss out. When I said from the range of three. From the range of three. You miss it. You miss out. Only
The
Bashira.
the 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 range is small. The range is smaller.
Okay, okay, now, oh yeah, let's do it again. Pick from, let's say the lowest is 10. Let's say from the range of 10 to, let's say, 40, 30. Oh yeah, choose. Pick. Bashira, pick. Pick a number. Okay. James, okay, now. Let's run it now. 12, 12. None of you win. That is how the game works. You did not win. None of you. If I run it again, it will still change the
So
number.
that means say our money don't go with that.
It don't go 5 and 13. Until you see how it works. It's with say and 26 and 10. You see? This is how Papa Ijebu works. Now some money till they go.
Maybe it's not people are trying.
Yeah?
People they
Eh,
play but they try.
I dey tell
Just
you.
just 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 imagine we stayed on this bet and I saw money for just
You don't go
even
now.
I I
See,
and Bashira we will not even win anything.
I dey tell you, those people they make money, eh? They make money daily.
Alright.
You don't know. If you have a game store, you'll be making money. See, some days they might just put it that nobody will win. Nobody will win. You just play.
Mm.
You just play. You will just play and lose. See, see, nobody wants his business to. They can even decide that only one person will win. And once they choose the person that will win, they will just announce it in TV. So that they will gather their customer now. You understand? Oh, so I believe you have learned something today. Hello?
Yes.
So can we continue? So where's the time now? It's fun. Yes, it's fun. It's almost 10. It's almost 10. So it's almost 10. It's almost 10. So now I want you to also go and study. Okay, let us finish. We still have time, right? We still have time. We still have time. Should I continue?
It's almost 10.
Should I continue or tomorrow we will continue?
It's 10 o'clock.
That's why I'm asking you. Should I continue?
No. Let's end the class.
Bashira, what about you? Oh yeah, your question. What is your question?
Ask your question.
In this array 7, the numbers you put, there are three. It seems the last number you put tells the number of items that appear in the array, or should I say number of integers that appear
Yes,
in the array?
that is
Because
what I
the one I
said.
wrote just now, I was trying different numbers, and the last number affects the number in total that appears in the array.
Yes, that is what I explained. I said that's okay. Let me go back. I said that year is the number that we appear, the numbers that we appear, the size of array. Hmm? Now, when I change this to 7, it will generate 7 numbers. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Did you see it generated 7 numbers? Bashira. Oh, okay. So, it's network. So, should we continue or we should end the class? I think today is fun. Hmm?
Let's call it a day today. Make our head no go knock.
So, I want to make sure that this week we make sure we round everything up in data analysis. Then next upper week is you will defend your project. So your project your projects after today, maybe on Saturday, I will deploy your uh, project question. You will use the whole of next week to do your project, while on Friday next week, no, on Sunday will be your graduation day. On Sunday next week is your graduation, where you will defend your project. Then on Monday your certificate will be deployed after you have filled the the appreciation form. Note, your certificate is 2,000 naira, which I will use to process it. Are you here with me?
Yes.
Bashira, are you here with me? Okay. I will.
Sir,
What?
I will not I will not be around. As from I think on Sunday I'll be embarking on a journey.
On Sunday next week.
I will not be yes.
Okay.
I will not be online.
Okay, let's choose on Friday. You can use 4 days to
If
do. Hmm?
I think what will happen is maybe the project you just drop it. Whenever I come online, I will look at it and do mine.
No, the project I will send it to you guys. You work on it on your own. I'm talking that you work on it in 3 days or 4 days. You work on it on the day of graduation. You come to present it online. You will share your screen and present it.
Okay, sir.
So when will it be convenient for you? I know that it's only you and Momo will be graduating. This other guy will not be graduating. I will not. I will not give even. I will not give this guy this certificate. No. It's not part of us. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's only you and Bashira will be graduating. The other guy is not serious at all. Certificate will not be given to him. I will not. I will not share the link of how it will get the certificate to him. I will share it to your DM, please. And I just want to hear from you. When will it be convenient for you to defend your project next week? Friday or Sunday? When?
Eh, to defend that project, wallahi, I'm not sure I will be chance until when I'm through with my journey.
Wait, when are you going for the journey?
Hmm?
When are you going?
I'm going by Thursday.
By Thursday. Okay, no problem. We are going to. Okay, I just want you. So, when will you be chanced to defend the project? The project is more important for me. The project will
Hmm.
make me
When I
certified.
will be chance for the project will be whenever I'm settled down from my travel.
Whenever
It,
is not a specific,
it will,
not a
I know
specific time.
it's not a good time. My journey is going to take me more than 1 week, give or less 1 week plus.
Okay, okay. Let's do this. After this week, after this week, the next upper week, I will give you for your project to run it. The next other week, you will defend your project. Hmm?
Okay. Oh,
Next upper week. I've already free you from that week. So you said it will be up to 1 week. So I give you 1 week gap. So everybody will defend their project that Sunday. Okay? So good night and have a nice day.
okay.
So bye. I believe this class was awesome. So tomorrow let's be ready for the next class. So good night.